Are you ready to level up your testing workflow with Jira Zephyr Scale? In this tutorial, I'll show you how to create a well-structured test case, step by step, so you can manage your QA process more efficiently and make sure your testing is always up to industry standards. By the end of this video, you'll be confident in building clear, actionable test cases that your team can easily execute and track. Let's get started right away. So, when you're in Jira Zephyr Scale and ready to create a new test case, the very first thing you'll need to enter is the name. This is a required field, and for good reason. The name of your test case should be simple yet descriptive, like login page, valid credentials, so anyone scanning the library can immediately understand its purpose. Think of it as the headline for your test. Make it clear, so it's quick to identify later. Next up is the objective. This is basically your why. It explains what you're trying to validate with this test case. You might write something like, verify user login works with valid credentials. Taking a moment here to clarify the goal helps everyone see the value of this test before they even look at the steps. It also helps prioritize which tests are most important when you're dealing with a backlog or planning sprints. After the objective, you'll see the precondition field. This is all about setting the scene for your test. Are there specific users, data, or system settings needed before someone can even start the test? For example, maybe you need to mention, user is registered and on the login page. If you skip this, testers might waste time debugging issues that aren't even related to your feature. So jot down anything special you need in place before testing begins. Now, let's move on to status. Zephyr Scale lets you mark your test case as draft, approved, or other statuses, so your team can instantly tell whether a test is ready to run or still being revised. If you're still editing or reviewing, leave it as draft. Once it's been checked and is good to go, switch it to approved. This helps avoid confusion and saves everyone from running outdated tests. Priority is another important detail. Not all test cases are created equal. Some are critical blockers, while others are nice-to-have checks. Setting the priority, like high, medium, or low, means your team knows what to focus on first, especially when time is tight. On to component. This lets you specify which part of the software the test case relates to. Maybe it's the login module or payment processing. Defining the component makes it easy to filter and report on tests, particularly in larger projects where dozens or even hundreds of cases might be flying around. For owner, assign the person responsible for reviewing, updating, or making sure the test runs as planned. This could be a QA engineer or the developer in charge of the feature. Assigning ownership keeps accountability clear, so nothing slips through the cracks. Once your test case details are set, head over to the Test Script tab. This is where the magic really happens. Here, you'll specify your individual test steps, including exactly what needs to be done, what results you expect, and any test data necessary. Try to break everything down, step by step, so the process is crystal clear, even for someone brand new to the project. For example, Step 1, enter username. Step 2, enter password. Step 3, click Login and add expected results like user is redirected to dashboard, so testers know what success looks like. If you need special test data, note it here as well. Think demo credentials, sample orders, or anything else that makes the test repeatable. Don't forget to explore the other tabs. Traceability lets you link this test to specific Jira issues like user stories or bugs, connecting your testing directly to requirements. The Executions tab shows previous runs, so you can check history and spot trends or flaky tests. These features make your workflow more seamless and help with audits down the line. Once you're happy with your new test case, simply click Save to add it to the test library. If you want to keep refining details, use Save and Edit, so you can continue tweaking everything until it's perfect. Sometimes this part takes a few extra minutes, but don't rush. Strong, well-documented tests pay off big in the long run. And that's it. You've created a test case in Jira Zephyr Scale that's ready for execution and easy to maintain. If you found this tutorial useful, please give it a thumbs up, share your questions or tips in the comments, and subscribe for more hands-on Jira training. Thanks for watching, and happy testing!